Hello everyone, it's Nen from Insightful Vibrations. Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Thank you for liking and sharing our videos and for subscribing to the channel. This is your forecast for the week of June 12th to 18th, 2017. And we will begin with a general overview for all signs, and then we will go into each zodiac sign's potential using the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck. Well, astrologically and otherwise, we have a much better week. We start off with Venus in Taurus. Venus, of course, rules Taurus and is very comfortable and happy there. And so you can see all kind of Venetian things really being sweet. And that includes money-making potential and romance. So when it comes to romance, people who are looking for more reliable relationships or to solidify a relationship, to create more long-lasting bonds, more sensual experiences, this is definitely a week for that. So be confident that you'll be charming enough, because we also have the moon trining Venus. And when the moon is in a trine configuration with Venus, we see a lot of emotion, but we also see a lot of charm and beauty in people. We see kindness in people. We see generosity as well, and, you know, a softness about people as well. But it can also be good for artistic and creative and sports and politics and those other kinds of endeavors that really require more right brain activities. Now we've also got Saturn squaring Chiron, which means that people will tend to be critical this week, which doesn't really jive well with Venus and Taurus, but all you have to do is be extra diplomatic. Okay, so there's no point in holding back on criticism where it's warranted, but you have to be diplomatic, because we also have aspects to Neptune where it's going to make us very sensitive this week. So we'll have our antennas up high, and you know, we'll feel a lot that is not even said. So even the slightest criticism will seem to be turned inward, and so you want to deliver it with care and respect. And of course, we also have Saturn in a trine configuration with the North Node, which means anyone who wants to travel, engage in sports or politics will also be blessed this week. So I think it's really, really wonderful. We also have Jupiter trine Mercury, and Mercury is in Gemini right now, and that's a happy place because Mercury rules Gemini. So we can look for an increase in communications. We can actually look for an increase in the quality of communications as well, and the ability to see the bigger picture and sway people to our point of view with words. So if you're using words for healing, such as in affirmations, or you're delivering, you know, positive, you know, sort of life-affirming, you know, sentences to people for healing purposes, this could work out very, very well this week. And if you're writing or communicating or doing presentations or giving sales pitches, this is a wonderful, wonderful time for that as well. And now we also have, you know, the Sun in Gemini, which is, you know, bringing out childlike feelings in all of us. It's bringing out that joviality and sometimes even duality. So you may find that people switch gears really quickly this week because they're, you know, trying to do the Gemini thing really unknowingly or unwittingly. And the Sun is trine Jupiter, which means that we are going to be happy-go-lucky. So that just adds to that good, fortunate, generous sort of feel. And some of you who are trying to become famous may actually succeed. Now, with the Sun squaring Neptune, some people may feel not only overly sensitive, but also a little insecure. And then we have, you know, some aspects between Saturn and Pluto that may cause a little bit of, you know, issue with coping with your own power. So, you know, don't overuse your power if you're in a situation where you're in a power position over someone else or something else. But also don't underuse it. Try to achieve a balance where you're exercising your duties, but always with respect and just the right amount of authority. With the Sun squaring, the Sun opposing Saturn, we may sort of feel some long outstanding issues finally have to be dealt with. Okay, it's no more procrastination, no more extensions, no more, and we have to just play on the energy we have this week, because it will be high energy. And instead of, you know, bouncing around a beach volleyball, maybe we can just put our nose to the grindstone for one more week, and really, make good on obligations and promises that we should have done a long time ago. But the week looks absolutely fabulous. It looks, charming and friendly, and there's a lot of beauty, and business opportunities as well will be abounding. Just watch your words. Make sure you're sensitive to others around you, and you should have a wonderful week. So now, going on to your individual sign. Virgos, you have an exciting week coming up. We start with the key number 33, and that is a wonderful, wonderful card because it specifies new romance, new opportunities. It talks about doors opening. So whether it's for business or pleasure, it's definitely there for you. You could also find some sudden breakthroughs. You can find some hidden insights. You can also find some solutions to age-old problems. So I do feel that it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But with the key and the ring being so well positioned, I feel that there's a lot of romance in store this week for you Virgo people, at least for some of you. And whether you're committed or just meeting someone new, I think that either way, you're going to have some action. I also feel with the key and the fish that there's going to be opportunities to make a lot of money, and this could not only be money that comes to you directly, but that there may be really good opportunities for you to enhance the revenues of your company, or that kind of thing. Or for some of you, it may actually represent a windfall, like a lottery ticket or something like that comes through for you, because we have the whip. And the whip is really fast, and it talks about, something that happens very quickly. But it's not always a clean kind of thing either. It sometimes means that, money comes through gambling, and that's not really the cleanest way to get money, is it? But we also have, something fast, maybe a fast business opportunity. Regardless, you may be at crossroads. You may be deciding what to do, whether to move, whether to relocate your home or business, whether to, take on a particular project or a different project. It seems like it's just a lot of choices to be made this week. And I feel with the storks, you are probably going to opt for something that's a little bit more new to you, rather than something that, you've tried before and it keeps failing, and you're trying to think of a new way to keep failing. Well, I think maybe sometimes instead of trying to flog a dead horse, you may just try to see if there's something that you can do completely differently, completely new. And you may find that you're able to break through the obstacles that are represented by the mountain. And the mountain is a barrier of some kind of blockage. It could even be sometimes a psychological blockage, but it could be a blockage where you're just internally upset about something. You may be angry about something, because the whip can represent anger. There may be arguments or something like that you're dealing with, some kind of pain or intensity somewhere. And I feel that, you do have to be careful, because you don't want to act in anger or make your decisions in anger. You want to cool down first, and then you'll see the light of day, and then you'll see which way to proceed. But with the storks and the ring, I do feel that there may be a further commitment in your personal life. There may be a new baby coming in, or there may be a pregnancy, and there may be a greater commitment to live together, or just a stronger bonding. So this is all very exciting, and I know that with the fishes there as well, it could represent too that you must not act when you're not clear on things, especially with the ring representing also commitments and contracts. So if you're not sure, maybe put the decision off a little bit. Don't act in haste, because the whip is haste, right? You want to be cool as a fish. You want to, assess all your options. And, I forgot to say in the beginning of the general astrology forecast that Neptune is turning retrograde on June 18th. And what that does to us is it you know, it makes us very susceptible to deception. So you do have to be careful with that, that if you're signing any contracts, or whether, you know, you're accepting a marriage proposal, that you're very clear on the direction you want to be in, that you're very clear that you want what's being proposed, or who is being proposed, or who's proposing, and that, you know, you really are content with this, the state of things and how everything is framed to you. Because, you know, with Neptune being the planet of illusion, it's like looking through water. Things aren't clear. They're distorted. Their appearance isn't what you expect. Their size and shape and color are different. So you really have to watch not to be a victim of self-deception or even deception by other people. And these vibrations don't last just this week. Neptune will be retrograde right up until the 23rd of November 2017. But on a good note, Neptune is, you know, gives us a lot of intuition and psychic ability, and you know, when it's retrograde, you know, we can get more of that. We can tap in a lot easier. So if you're working on developing those skills, this is absolutely wonderful. And it also makes us more empathic and more sensitive. So our antennas are up really high and picking up feelings and thoughts from people very, very easily. So that is definitely a bonus. And Virgo, remember to watch all 3 videos for your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign for a more comprehensive picture. You will have a great week, so take care.